Did you spend any time in 2019 in California?
No, and what happened was COVID. Once COVID hit, when COVID hit, I couldn't go to the dentist thing, so I was just stuck. I was just stuck there.
I may be wrong, but I believe COVID hit in 2020, so I was asking about 2019. In 2019, did you spend any time in California?
Before COVID was even here in the United States, I knew COVID was coming before. I knew COVID was around before. They may have announced it in 20, but in fact, I knew about it, and I knew what was happening in 19.
And the coronavirus officially now has a new name. The World Health Organization dubbed it COVID-19. That's short for coronavirus disease, which was detected in 2019.
I knew COVID was coming before. I knew COVID was around before. They may have announced it in 20, but in fact, I knew about it, and I knew what was happening in 19.
Today, Nathan Wade admitted under oath that he paid for all of the vacations he took with Willis on his business credit card and was then reimbursed by Willis's office in cash. We're talking about thousands of dollars, which sounds normal, right? And again, these are the people prosecuting the former president.
The case against Trump in Georgia, I'm not sure the case itself is going to go away, but the prosecutor might be. She's in a whole lot of trouble herself and could potentially even be facing criminal charges herself.
When your daughter moved or left the house that she owned, did she say anything to you about having a large savings of cash?
Oh, no, no. See, maybe, excuse me, and Your Honor, I'm not trying to be racist, okay?
My father is a former, and I guess always, a Black Panther. I take a lot of pride in being Black in America.
Your Honor, I'm not trying to be racist, okay?
I got an undying love for Black people.
It's a Black thing, okay?
Now, like, I need to make it real clear. I don't have a dime in salary.
Come on. But I always have cash at the house. That has been, I don't know, all my life.
What are you talking about, Willis?
I don't think that Fanny Willis has thousands of dollars in cash and that we're supposed to believe that there was a reimbursement. By the way, there's no withdrawal bank records. There's no deposit bank records. So not looking good.
And there's a
for
$5,000 lien against her, a $5,000 lien against her at the time she's allegedly doling out thousands to Nathan Wade. She just happens to have it sitting around her house. Did her daddy tell her that it's important to pay your bills, that it's not good for a sitting DA to have a lien against her? I missed that part of the daddy's testimony.
So I keep cash in my house, and I don't keep cash as good in my purse like I used to, because I don't go on many dates. But when you go on a date, you should have cash in your pocket.
Fanny Willis was absolutely put her dress on backwards. Fanny Willis is dumb enough to put her dress on backwards. And there you have it. That is the dress. And there is clear pictures of her wearing this dress, the tie, everything. That is the dress she was wearing. It very clearly zips up in the back. And she is such a moron. She put on her dress backwards.
It's a Black thing, okay?
But I was able to take some money out of my retirement so we can sustain ourselves for these 3 or 4 months.
And I train, you always keep some cash.
But I always have cash at the house. That has been, I don't know, all my life.
When I started this campaign, I had $0.00.
I took out a large amount of money on my first campaign. I kept some of the cash of that.
But what I'm explaining to people, to run a campaign, it takes money. And I didn't have any. And I don't have any.
When you meet my father, he's going to tell you as a woman, you should have at least 6 months in cash at your house at all times.
I told my daughter, you keep 6 months worth of cash always.
I don't know why this old Black man feels like that, but he does. When we were growing up, my daddy had 3 safes in the house.
I had 3 safes in my house.
To run a campaign, it takes money. And I didn't have any. And I don't have any.
Cash is fungible. We've had cash for years in my house.
It takes money. And I didn't have any. And I don't have any.
It's been my whole life. When I took out a large amount of money on my first campaign, I kept some of the cash of that.
Because of my reputation, We raised $45,000. That was our January 31st disclosure.
On my first campaign, I kept some of the cash of that.
Look, it's a black thing, all right? We like our cash. We just keep cash. That's just what we do. Come on.
It's a black thing, okay?
Know what I'm saying? So shit, man.
I don't know how we gonna pay all of my bills yet.
And so for many, many years, I have kept money in my house.
I don't know how we gonna pay all of my bills yet.
That money in my worst days has probably only been $500 or $1,000. At my best days, I probably had $15,000 in my house at Cade.
But I know every week I'm able to make all of my bills.
I don't know, but it's so embarrassing. How is Fulton County not so embarrassed right now of their top dog, DA?
How did she
get a diversity? She's a diversity hire.
Why do you want to be the next district attorney of Fulton County?
It's a black thing, okay?
Right now, what you have is a office of dysfunction and corruption, and we deserve better.
Willis is accused of having an improper romantic relationship with Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade.
What I can guarantee you is with my reputation, with my community ties, I am going to be able to attract the best and the brightest minds to that office.
Bombshell new audio appears to show a whistleblower privately warned embattled Georgia DA Fanny Willis that her top aide was abusing federal funds, yet a little less than 2 months later, the staffer who raised the concerns was fired.
Because you're sitting with someone today that actually wants to make a difference. Because they deserve a DA that won't have sex with his employees.
Willis is also facing accusations of misconduct that she allegedly hired her romantic partner to be an attorney.
Despite numerous attorneys with ample experience prosecuting RICO cases, Willis chose to appoint her boyfriend, who has little to no experience trying felony cases.
They deserve a DA that won't have sex with his employees.
A new motion accusing Fulton County District Attorney Fanny Willis and Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade of misrepresenting facts about their relationship. It also mentions 2 new unreported trips they allegedly took together to Belize and the Bahamas.
I am completely disappointed in some of the behavior that we've seen come out of that office.
The Fulton County DA's office, according to the paperwork, paid him an estimated $1 million. All the while, the filing says Willis and Wade traveled to Napa Valley, Florida, the Caribbean, and on several cruises together.
Because they deserve a DA that won't put money in their own pocket when it should go to benefit children.
House Republicans are seeking information on whether Willis used grant money meant for an at-risk youth program for unrelated expenses.
It is a conflict of interest if you're a lawyer and you hire your inexperienced, unqualified boyfriend as special prosecutor and then pay him more than anyone else and take at least 5 vacations together over a 7-month period on the taxpayer's dime. I don't know when these two found time to work.
Now what you have is an office of dysfunction and corruption, and we deserve better. And I am the right choice to improve it.
And now we find out, and we're talking to this individual, now we find out there's a whistleblower in the Fulton County DA's office who says that Fanny Willis also misspent federal funds.
Wow.
That's why we've subpoenaed Ms. Willis for information related to that and other issues. We want to know what's going on here, but she sure looks like she's been compromising this entire ridiculous effort that she undertook several months ago.
Right now what you have is an office of dysfunction and corruption.
She has no credibility and she led the charge, and it seems to be all about politics.
People want to change. They know that that office is broken.
And the motion also accuses Willis of failing to get proper approval before entering that contract with Wade from Fulton County officials, as it says she is required by law to do.
This office is not about Fanny Willis. This office is about the people of Fulton County. And the people of Fulton County deserve the very best.
Fanny Willis lied to the court. It's game over for her. She will be disqualified.
It's a black thing, okay?